Good day, everyone. Our story for today is all about the legend of pineapple. Once upon a time, there was a woman and her daughter living in a tiny hut in the village. The mother worked all day long to put in their needs. No matter how hard she worked, even though she never got any help from her daughter. Pina was so lazy, spoiled kid who liked to play all day long in the backyard. Whenever her mother asked for help around the house or tried to send her an errand, she would always find an excuse by saying she can't find the object that was needed to complete the task. If her mother asked her to sweep the house, for example, she would say she cannot find the broom, even if it was right there in front of her. Needless to say, her mother always ended up doing work herself. Then one day, her mother became very ill. She called out to Pina, who as usual was playing in the backyard. So, her mother was always here in her bed, laying in her bed because she have no her or she has not feeling well to do work. So one day, she Pina is playing in the backyard. Then her mother was calling her to do their household chores because he was ill. Then the mother say, Pina, come over here anak. I am very sick. Can you cook some porridge? For me please, I'm too weak to get up. Then, Pina ignored her mother and continued to play. Mother replied, Pina, come over here. There is very instant or else. Pina's mother mustered all his strength just to say this, but it doesn't work. Pina gradually stopped playing and went inside the house and she poked her head inside her mother's room. Pina said, What do you want? Nanay, you really expect me to cook this for you? That's too hard, protested Pina, pounding and stomping her feet. And the mother replied, Pina, it is very simple. Just put some rice in a pot and add water. Once the water boils, let it simmer for a while. Stir it occasionally with a ladle. Everything you need should be right here, there in the kitchen. And then Pina reluctantly left and went to the kitchen, and her mother heard her banging the drawers and the cabinets. Then the mother heard her open the back to the door and sneak out the backyard. Her mother waited and waited. Finally, she called out to Pina again. Pina went to the backyard because she can't find the things that she needed to cook the porridge that her mother errand her. Then she was always playing because she was a lazy girl. She would not find way how to cook the porridge even if her mother is ill. And the mother asked, Pina, did you cook like I told you to? Pina answered, No, was a defiant response. And the mother replied, And why not? Was her exasperated response. Then the daughter, Pina, replied, Because I could not find the ladle, was her flippant reply. The mother was very angry. She said, Oh, you lazy child! You probably did not even bother to do it for me. What am I going to do with you? Here I am. I can't work and I cannot even count on you. Her mother wept bitterly. She shouted, "I wish you would have 1,000 eyes all over your head. Then you can find what you're looking for. Maybe you don't want to have any more excuses." Then Pina go to the kitchen and didn't think her mother what she said. She shouted again, and she said, "Mother, where is the ladle? I can't find it." The mother said, "How could I wish, Pina, that what I am saying will become true, so that you can find the things? Only I have what you find out." As soon as she said this, there was a complete silence. Her mother thought she is trying to be quiet, so I will forget about asking her again. She sighed. She waited a little bit to see if Pina would come back, realizing that was futile. She rarely got up to the cooking herself, and Pina for this time is walking out to their house because she is angered to her mother to what she said and didn't come back time. So her mother cooking herself and go to the kitchen even if she is not in very well situation. When she looked out in the backyard, Pina was nowhere to be found. She sighed again and said to herself, "That lazy child kid probably went to a friend's house, so she didn't have to do any more errands for me." Exhausted from the exertion, she soon went back to her room and need for much needed rest. Weak as she was, she just tried to do everything by herself, having given up any help from Pina. Hours passed by, and then days, still no sign of her way back daughter. With a heavy heart, she thought that Pina had never run away for sure. When she finally recovered from her illness, the first thing she did was look for Pina. No one had seen it for him. It was like to disappear into the air. Then one day, mother was sweeping in the backyard. She saw this plant. Then days, months passed by. She could take care of this plant until it bear fruit like this. Then the mother think at what she scolded her Pina, and one day when she was getting sick, she said to herself that she thought that it's her daughter, which is the fruit was many look-alike eyes, what like she said before. So the mother was taking care of the plants, and to remind her daughter Pina, named the plant pineapple. So this is the legend of pineapple. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.